From the campus of the University of Alabama, live, local news. From Alabama's home team, this is WVUA News at 10.
Ahead at 10.
Find out what iconic Alabama restaurant was one of Mal Moore's favorite places to get some breakfast. I'm Molly Mitchell, and I'll have that story for you coming up.
Plus, hear what Alabama head coach Nick Saban has to say about the legacy Mal Moore left at the capstone. And big changes are in the works for Tuscaloosa County Schools. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tamika Alexander. We begin tonight with more reaction from the Crimson Tide Nation on the passing of legendary athletic director Mal Moore. WVUA caught up with Alabama head coach Nick Saban after practice today to hear what he had to say about Moore's legacy at the capstone.
You know, the way he treated and thought about other people, probably the most caring person about always putting other people first that I've ever been around, especially in a position of leadership that he had. Very, very compassionate in terms of other people. I never saw him ever in the years that I've known him treat anybody with disrespect. You know, I think we all could learn a lot, and I certainly have become a better person being around Mal Moore for the class and character, honesty, integrity that, you know, he had as a person and a coach and as an athletic director. And, you know, it's just tough losing a good friend. And I think his legacy at this institution is going to last for a long, long time.
According to those who knew him, Mal Moore had a deep-rooted love for the University of Alabama, and many public figures have expressed their deepest condolences for the athletic director. WVUA's Molly Mitchell stopped by one Tuscaloosa restaurant to see what impact he has made on the local eatery.
At the intersection of Wallace Wade Avenue and Paul W. Bryant Drive sits a restaurant that is known for its rich Alabama history and nostalgia, the Rammer Jammer. It's been here at this location for the past 18 years. And in those last 18 years, athletic director Mal Moore was known to stop by and have a bite.
I first met Coach Moore probably about the time that we started in business. Of course, he was not a regular customer in those days. He was still on the coaching staff and so forth and so on. But over the years, he's become a customer of ours, and a real pleasure and a real gentleman and a fun guy to talk with. When he came in, he would always eat breakfast at lunch. He was here a few weeks before he got sick and moved on up to Duke or whatever, and he would always get his grits and his eggs and, you know, the old country boy breakfast.
Mal Moore held an esteemed position at the University of Alabama, but Lewis said you couldn't tell from talking with him.
He carried a really great presence, but I didn't feel intimidated by it because he treated me just like he would. I was one of the guys around him. You know, he didn't appear to be above me or below me. He would come in and talk to me just like we're talking right now. This was Mal Moore's favorite table. He had the view of the stadium, his stadium, I always like to put it. And this is where he ate his last meal at Rammer Jammer's.
Lewis believes Mal's love of the Tide will be carried on by those he inspired. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, I'm Molly Mitchell for WVUA News.
According to the Alabama Athletics Department, a public memorial service for Coach Moore is set for this Thursday at 3 p.m. in Coleman Coliseum. The university is hosting a celebration of life in memory of Moore. In lieu of flowers, gifts, or letters, the Moore family is asking those wishing to express condolences consider a donation in memory of Mal Moore to the Crimson Tide Foundation or the Mal and Charlotte Moore Caring Day Center. You can send donations to the Crimson Tide Foundation in care of Talisa Blanton at P.O. Box 870343, Tuscaloosa, Alabama 35487. And donations to the Mal and Charlotte Moore Caring Day Center can be sent to this address, P.O. Box 3049, Tuscaloosa, Alabama 35403. Well, the month of April is set aside to recognize autism awareness, and Tuscaloosa is participating. But why is autism awareness so important? WVUA's Emily Forster takes a closer look.
Vindu Benuri's 17-year-old son was diagnosed with autism over 10 years ago. She says the rising number of autism cases affects most people.
People need to be educated about autism. It is very, very common now. All these children eventually will become adults.
Autism Society of Alabama Representative Kelly Dickey couldn't agree more.
Autism affects 1 in 88 people. Those numbers are getting higher and higher. I think it's really important that we have an entire month dedicated out of the year to spread awareness of autism and to really focus our attention on what autism is.
And Catherine Irwin, who works firsthand with children affected by autism, says she didn't realize the severity of the disorder.
There are more severe cases and there's less severe cases, and it's all just kind of, each kid has a different personality, basically a different disorder on the spectrum.
The Autism Society of Alabama is holding a walk and wadathon for autism on Saturday, April 6th. Dickey hopes the 3K walk and CrossFit competition will tap into a bigger community to continue to raise awareness of autism. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Emily Forrester, WVUA News.
If you would like to sign up for Saturday's Walk for Autism, go to walkforautismal.com, or to sign up for the Wadathon or to donate, go to northridgefitness.net. On your Education Watch tonight, changes for Tuscaloosa County Schools. 5 candidates were announced tonight who are in the running to fill the superintendent position for the Tuscaloosa County Schools. Now, the school board says they are very pleased with the 5 candidates. Next week, the board will have interviews with the candidates and will be checking references. The board has been looking for a superintendent who has great experience, was formerly a teacher, and has student achievement as their top priority. Alabama Association of School Board Superintendent Consultant Kendi Behrens says the candidate must also be a great fit for the Tuscaloosa County Schools and what they have to offer.
You are in an area where you have so many opportunities for partnerships with businesses that many school districts do not have. So that is unique for someone to be able to come in and really, expand on those.
Now, here are a list of the candidates: Dr. Walter Davey, Dr. Valia Lee, Dr. Brenda Rickett, Dr. Elizabeth Duran, and Dr. Lawrence Vickers. The school board hopes to have a decision made by April 25th. The City of Northport's annual Kentuck Arts Festival is just a few months away, but the Arts Festival is building its way toward a better program. The Northport City Council has approved a request from the Kentuck Board for $50,000. The funds will be used to clear their building of bats along with repairs. Northport Mayor Bobby Herndon says Kentuck's funding comes mainly from the festival, but this year the city will be able to help out with necessities like repairs. Herndon says he supports their request because of the impact Kentuck has on the city of Northport.
Kentuck's a vital part of our community, of our city. It's a big drawing card, and they have limited funds.
The additional $50,000 will be added to Kentuck's normal city allowance of $17,500. Well, another big story today is the beautiful weather. Let's get a first check on Alabama's home team forecast. WVUA's Daniel Sparkman joins us now. Daniel, can we expect this nice weather to last for the rest of the work week?
Oh, I wish I could tell you yes, but not so much. At least we'll stick around for another day. Right now, 60 degrees in Tuscaloosa, 58 in Birmingham. Down on the Gulf Coast, 55. Right now across the area, satellite and radar looking clear. But you know what? That's all going to change sometime tomorrow. We're going to see clouds start to increase into the afternoon and evening, topping out right around 74-hour Tuesday. But then those rain showers move back in on Wednesday and Thursday. I'll have your full 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Tamika.
Thanks, Daniel. Now WVUA brings you news from around the state of Alabama. The Alabama legislature begins the second half of its 2013 session tomorrow. Governor Robert Bentley says his priority for the second half is passing balanced budgets. A House committee is scheduled to begin work on the education budget. Bentley says his other priorities include bills restructuring the state Medicaid program and providing new legal protection to the Airbus plant being built in Mobile. A new survey of Alabama teachers finds a majority of them support having armed security officers in their schools. The same survey also found that teachers who responded said they oppose allowing administrators and teachers having guns in schools. The survey was conducted by the Capital Survey Research Center. That's the polling arm of the Alabama Education Association. Overall, the survey found that most teachers feel their schools are safe. And don't forget, if you are traveling in Birmingham, you may soon see road detours. The state is getting ready to repave 10 miles of Interstate 20. The $38.5 million project to upgrade lanes of the roadway will begin April 8th. The construction is expected to take 180 days to complete for east and westbound lanes. Well, who has the best barbecue in Alabama? Well, the Alabama Tourism Department is holding a contest to find out, and now it's down to the final 4 restaurants. The contest started with 32 restaurants and has been whittled down to Big Bob Gibson in Decatur, Jim and Nick's in Birmingham, Sam's Barbecue in Montgomery, and The Shed in Mobile. The winner will be announced April 8th.